Hello, and thanks for tuning in today for our chair yoga class. We won't need any props or anything today. In fact, I think we'll probably do the whole class seated. I do have planned toward the end of class, probably the last 10 or 15 minutes, we will do a short seated Yoga Nidra. So Yoga Nidra is guided meditation. So that's what we have to look forward to toward the end of class. Prior to that, we'll just do some full body opening and movement, work on a little flexibility and a little bit of strength. So start by scooting up toward the front of your chair. All right. So sit bones are on the chair and planting your feet so heels are right underneath your knees. And take a moment to really get grounded. So pressing the feet down, getting heavy into the sit bones, and lengthen the spine, sitting up tall. You can rest hands either on the thighs, palms down or palms up, or some other position if that's comfortable for you. Let's take a full deep breath in together. And as you exhale, sigh it out. Good, another deep breath in. And sigh it out. Let your eyes soften and close now. As your eyes close, tuning in. Taking this first couple of minutes just to simply tune in. Strengthen mind-body awareness by noticing what your body's feeling in this moment. Let's take a bit and travel through the body from the toes all the way up to the crown of the head. Just noticing anything that calls your attention. Noticing any sensation, tension, tightness, holding. Notice imbalances. And without judgment, just simply noticing. Even though we are out experiencing the world every day, we don't often take time to just sit and notice. Yoga is all about tuning in, right? Rather than thinking about it as an escape from the outside world. Instead, it's an opportunity to tune in and strengthen mind-body awareness. Now, please let your awareness rest with your breath. And for a moment, just watching the breath. Not controlling it in any way, just simply watch the breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And let's order the breath a bit. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, we'll all exhale together. And we'll inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Please continue on your own. Just a nice, even pace breath, matching the length of the inhale and the length of the exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. All of your awareness is on the breath. I'm going to stay here a little bit longer, just watching the breath. When you notice that your thoughts have drifted, right, so you're no longer watching the breath, just gently and kindly bring yourself back to the breath. Each and every time you do that, gives you an opportunity to be more present. And every time you notice that you're not present, strengthens mind-body awareness. Breathing in and breathing out. Please take 3 more breaths this way. And then return to normal breathing. And if you wish to set an intention for your practice, take a moment, discover what that is today. Your intention could be phrased as a word, a thought, a short sentence. Could be an image, it could be a felt sense. What is it that you are attracting or cultivating in your life? Let that intention, as well as awareness of the breath, keep you present. Not only in our practice, but beyond. And then we'll let the eyes blink open. Welcome. We'll start with a couple of shoulder rolls here. Release the hands from the thighs. Just let them hang down by your sides. And let's start one shoulder at a time. So right shoulder, lift it up, roll it back and down. Good. Just the right shoulder, up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Good. 2 more, just like that. Try to keep the rest of the body still, just moving that shoulder, staying really nice and upright. And now we'll reverse it. Take the shoulder from behind, up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. Two more. And then relaxing the right arm, and we'll do the left, up, back, and down, just 5 times each direction. Again, trying to keep the rest of the body still, just moving that shoulder. Neck stays long, torso is still. And 2. And 1. And reverse from behind, up, forward, and around. Up, forward, and around. Last one. Good. Let's take both shoulders at the same time, up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. 3, 2, and 1. And we'll do it from reverse as well. Up, forward, and down. And 4, 3. It's getting a lot of blood flow, some circulation going to the shoulders, the neck area, as we prepare for some deeper stretches here. And then just relaxing, soften both shoulders all the way down, lengthen into the neck. And take your left ear to your left shoulder, just stretching the right side of the neck. Keep the right shoulder drawing down. And you can, just lift the chin or drop it ever so slightly, right? We just want to find a nice sweet spot We all use our body parts a little bit differently, right? Even side to side differently. So if you're not feeling a good stretch right here, try tilting the chin up, down, or just, changing that movement just an inch or so until you find a nice spot where you're like, oh, that feels good. If you want to add on, if you want to increase the intensity a little bit, you might take your left hand and just place it right above your right ear, not pulling the head down, but just the weight of the hand, the weight of the arm resting, inviting in more openness. And we'll take the fingertips now, just bring them above the left ear and just use that hand to help ease the head up. And before we go to the other side, just a couple of shoulder rolls and go both directions. And then resting the hands back down again, sitting up tall, drop right ear to right shoulder. And we'll just pause here, a few breaths. Keeping the left shoulder now drawing down. And feel free to find a little bit of movement to find your sweet spot on this side. And anytime during our practice, especially when we're doing longer holds, I invite you to come back to that even pace breath, in and out through the nose. If you want, you can add on right hand above the left ear, just resting. One more deep breath here. And then fingertips just above the right ear now, just to help ease the head up. So we're not pulling with the neck that we just stretched. And once more, just a couple of shoulder rolls, just loosen all that stuff up. Get the tension that we just released moving out of the body. Great. Let's take your arms and stretch them out really long and wide. Open the fingertips, spread them wide, palms forward. And be mindful of the shoulders as we take the arms out, draw the shoulders down. Now bend your elbows like a cactus and look left to right. Ensure that your upper arms are about shoulder height, still spreading those fingers out wide. So we've got a lot of energy, activity going up into the arms. But take an inhale, and you just ever so slightly take the upper arms behind you. So we feel a little stretch across the top of the chest. And now as you exhale, squeeze your elbows and your forearms together. So now feeling a stretch between the shoulder blades and the upper back. Good. Inhale, open wide. As you open wide, squeeze the shoulder blades together on the back. Squeeze them so the upper arm bones move back behind the shoulders slightly. Chest is open. And then exhale, squeeze them together out in front of you. That stretch in the upper back. You can even drop the chin down here. Feel that stretch move up the neck. And we'll inhale, open. Squeeze the shoulder blades together on the back. Exhale, close it up. Let's do two more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Squeezing the forearms in front. And now squeezing the shoulder blades behind. Great. Let's stretch those arms back out really wide again. And bring the arms all the way in front and just kind of shake them out, wriggle them out. Good. Take your hands out in front of you, interlace the hands and press the palms away from you. Good. So press the palms away and pull. So you're pressing the palms away, but at the same time, we're kind of pulling the hands apart. Like, remember those little, I don't know, we used to get them in like stocking stuffers or something like that, where you put your fingers inside the little bamboo wicker thing and you can't pull your fingers out. I forget what they're called, but same kind of thing we're doing here with the fingers interlaced, pulling apart. So the elbows move wider apart from one another. Yeah, and then palms face forward. So we're pulling apart a bit as we're pressing the palms forward. Good. Now get really round in the upper back. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm just getting really round, squeezing navel back toward the spine, just getting that stretch to the upper back. You can even tuck chin to the chest here as well. Good. Inhale, sit up tall. Can you take the arms and now stretch them up overhead, still pulling the fingertips apart so the elbows move wider, or there's a sensation of the elbows moving wider. But take an inhale here. As you exhale, lateral bend to your right, so stretching the left side body. So even though the arms are up overhead, we're still drawing the shoulders down. So I'm not hugging the shoulders up by my ears, I'm drawing them down. Good, so you should be able to feel the difference in your own body. Inhale back upright, and we'll take the stretch to the left. So lateral bend to the left, still drawing the shoulders down, still pressing the palms up and open. And inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Exhale, hands down to about shoulder height. And then release the arms back out wide. Shake everything out. Good. Hands out on top of those knees. And we'll take some cat and cows here. Inhale. The heel of the hands draw back so we can reach the heart, the chest forward. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone and round. You can even drop chin to the chest here, even looking down at the belly. Inhale, lift the chest, arch the spine, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, round. Good. Two more just like that. Just arching and a rounding. Warming up the spine now. We're just going to kind of move head to toe today. Good. All right, inhale, arch the spine so the heart's moving forward. So we're going to change this into like a torso roll. So chest forward and now move to the left. So kind of like we're moving through the rib cage and then back behind you and then forward and then to the left, behind, over to the right as we open the chest. As slow and controlled, intentional movements. You know, the next time we come forward, we'll change directions. So now we'll move to the right, back and around. Good, forward. And 3, 2, one more this direction. Great job. And then inhale up nice and tall. Great. Let's take a twist from here. We'll twist to the right first. So left hand to the outside of the right thigh somewhere and bring your right hand to catch the seat or the back of the chair. Inhale up tall. So long spine before we twist, shoulders down, and then begin to turn your heart, your torso to the right. Keep the shoulders drawing down so the neck stays long. You might even turn your head to look all the way around to the right. Another nice stretch to the neck. Keep your chest turning right. Take your head now and turn it to the left. So turning to look over that left shoulder. We've got a lot of nerve endings up there, this whole bundle right up here in the upper back and the neck. So spending some time to wake that up today. Good, let's release the neck first. So head comes to a neutral position and then untwist the rest of you. Yeah, I always got to wriggle around a little bit after the twist like that. All right, let's take your twist the other direction. Right hand to the left thigh and right hand back behind. Inhale up tall first, shoulders draw down always lengthen the spine, and then twist around to your left. Keep lengthening up through the crown of the head, even while you turn the head to look around to the left. And I like to use my hands on the chair and on the leg as a little bit of leverage, just to deepen that twist. So keep heart turning to the left, but now turn your head to look to the right. Bring the head back to neutral first, and then untwist the rest of you. Yeah, great job, guys. All right, we'll do a couple of seated sun salutations now. Arms down by your sides, sit up tall, root down through the feet. So even though we're sitting today, really active in the legs. So press the feet down, press the seat down, be conscious and intentional. All right, let's take an inhale, sweep the arms out and up, stretching through the fingertips all the way up overhead. As you exhale, cactus arms and tilt forward just halfway. So keep your spine long here. Inhale, exhale, all the way down, forward fold. Chest and belly come down to the thighs to your comfort level. You can release the hands from the knees and bring them down to the floor if you're comfortable, and let the head weight drop down. Now half lift. On inhale, come up halfway. So choices are fingertips to the floor, to the shins, or to the knees, but feel like you're lengthening the spine here, looking forward. And then exhale, release all the way back down into your forward fold. Now the next inhale brings us up, but look forward first. So look first, head, heart, and then belly button. In that order, they come up all the way up, reach the arms, and bring your hands to heart center. So let's do that 2 more times, just that little mini sequence. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, cactus arms and tilt forward. Pause here. So this is strengthening our back muscles. We're squeezing those shoulder blades together on the back like we did a moment ago. And then exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, fold back down. And then inhale brings us up. Look first, lengthen the heart forward as you come up, rooting down through the feet as well as your seat. Right, release the arms down, inhale out and up. Exhale, cactus arms and tilt forward, squeeze those shoulder blades together on the back. And exhale all the way down. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way up, reach through the arms, lift through the spine. As you exhale and bring the arms down, bring your right leg up. So we're still sitting up tall. Leg is coming up, so the chest and the thigh are moving closer together. And let's do some ankle rolls here. Getting some circulation going in the feet and the lower legs. And let's roll that ankle the other way. Great. Point and flex. Point and flex. And when you point, or excuse me, when you flex, or I guess when you point, squeeze those toes. And then when you flex, spread the toes out wide. Right? So we're including the toes here as well, as best you can. Great job. So we're up really tall. Thigh is lifted. Now, can you keep the thigh lifted, but release the hands? Yeah, little seated boat pose, one-legged. So we're still rooting down through the sit bones. The chest is lifting, spine is long, and we're working those lower abdominals. You're drawing the navel back to the spine and up to the ribs for support. Now, if you need to, you can certainly have one or both hands back on that knee, but little challenge today, keep it lifted. Now, what if you, with the foot flexed, extend the leg out and then bend the knee? Yeah, can you do that again? No, some of you might need to come back to grabbing onto the leg, and that's perfectly fine. Good, let's do 3. I know you got it. 2. Last one. Hold on to it and lower the leg all the way down. Yeah, shake that hip out a little bit. All right. Returning to our half sun salutation. So inhale, arms out now. Just as we did before, cactus arms, squeeze those shoulder blades together and then tilt forward. Inhale and then exhale, release all the way down. Forward, half lift and fold. And then inhale all the way up. Reach to the sky. And exhale, left knee comes in. So sitting tall, shoulders are down, spine is long, and we start with the ankle rolls. Slow and controlled. We're not moving through too quickly. Just rolling slowly so you can feel that stretch on all the different sides of the ankle, all the way around. Make sure you go both ways. And then point and flex. Make sure you include those toes a little bit. So spread them out, curl them in, spread them out, curl them in. All right, we'll keep the foot flexed so the leg stays active. Inhale up tall, keep it lifted. Can you release an arm? Can you release two? It was a question though, not a command if you need. Keep those hands connected right there to the back of the thigh. Keep breathing. And keep some focus down here on those abdominals. Navel is drawing back and up. Keep the spine long. All right, you ready? We're going to start doing those extensions here with the foot flexed. Extend the leg out like you're kicking with the heel and then bring it back in. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Extend, hold it, hold it, hold it, and release it all the way down. Yeah, let's take the feet out wide and just let both knees drop side to side. Getting some more movement going in the hips as we prepare for some deeper stretches and some stronger poses there. Good. Stillness in the legs, and take your legs out wide now. So they're wider than the chair legs, wider than your shoulders, and have your toes slightly turned out. So we're not turning all the way out. So we're not doing plie and ballet. We're just turning them about 50% out. Hands out on the knees, long spine. Inhale here. As you exhale, we'll take the left shoulder toward your right knee. Good. Inhale, come to center. And then as you exhale, now take right shoulder toward the left knee. Now notice I'm not rounding in the spine. I'm still keeping the spine really long here. Inhale to center. Let's dynamically go side to side. Now we go toward the right knee, up tall, toward the left knee, tall. 3 more. And 2. Last one. And all the way up tall. We'll keep the legs out wide now. We'll do another sun salutation, but we'll keep the legs a little bit wider this time. Let's take an inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, cactus arms and tilt forward. Squeeze those shoulder blades together on the back. As you exhale, hands to the thighs and fold yourself down between the legs. If it's available to you, you can take hands off the thighs and bring them all the way down to the floor. Let your head weight drop down. Inhale, half lift. So we look forward, lengthen the spine. Hands can stay on the floor or you bring them back up to the thighs. And then exhale, release all the way back down. And the next inhale brings us up. Look forward, lengthen the spine, root down through the feet and the legs all the way up. Beautiful. Heel toe those feet all the way back in. Let's pick up your right leg again. Flex the foot and let's cross right ankle over the left knee. And take a little seated pigeon stretch here. So we're inviting, without pushing, but inviting the right knee to drop down, finding more openness in that hip. Keep this foot flexed the whole while. That'll protect your knee at this angle. Okay, so foot stays flexed. Inhale, lengthen the spine. If you have more openness in your leg and you're not feeling as much sensation as you like here, tilt your torso forward. So we're coming into a forward fold over the leg, and that should increase some of that intensity for you. We'll stay here for 3 more breaths. Can you come back to that nice even pace breath? So we're inhaling for about 4 counts and exhaling for about 4 counts. Good. Take 2 more breaths here like that. Good. Inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. We'll uncross the ankle from the knee. So we did outer hip and thigh. Let's do a little more for the inner. Take the right leg and extend it out to the side in such a way that you can plant the sole of the foot down. So this is gate pose. So this should already be feeling some nice stretch in the inner thigh and groin of the left side. So the leg is fully extended, straightening out the knee. Good. Now take your right hand either to the right hip or to the outside of the right leg, yogi's choice. On inhale, left arm goes up to the sky. As you exhale, lateral bend over the extended leg. There's a lot going on here. We're not only getting stretch in the inner thigh and groin of the right leg, but we're also getting some stretch to the right side body. Even though that arm is overhead, the shoulder is away from your ear. And then decide where you place the head or the gaze. You could look up past the left elbow or look down to the ground outside your right hip. Let's inhale, bring yourself all the way upright, lower the arm. Now turn in your chair to your left so that the right leg is now extended back behind you. And come off the heel so the toes are now on the ground, right? So toes are tucked under, the knee is pointing down. So we're transitioning now to stretch the front of the right leg. So if the knee is bent like mine, so it's about a 90-degree bend down there at the knee, you're probably feeling more stretch in the quadricep, the meaty part of the top of the thigh. If the leg is more extended, your stretch might be a little bit higher up on the hip. So you find what works best for you, what gives you that great sensation in the legs, finding some openness. And we're fully supported on the chair, the opposite leg, right? Legs are strong here. All right, let's take a lateral bend toward the back of the chair. So sit up tall first. Inhale, right arm reaches up overhead. As you exhale, lateral bend toward the back of the chair. So this will likely increase the stretch or the sensation in the right leg. And then as well, we get a little bit to the side of the waist here, the ribs. And we'll inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. And let's turn back around in your chair so you're facing front, and now extend that same leg, still working with the right leg here, flexing the foot out in front of you, heel on the floor. So the right leg is fully extended. Hands are going to be on top of the left thigh for support. Now, I don't want you to hyperextend this leg, right? So we don't want to drop it back, putting the back of the knee in danger. Keep a little bit of a micro bend in the knee, press the heel down, and then you can fold yourself over the leg to increase the intensity of stretch in the back of the leg. Hands may stay right here on top of the thigh, or if it's available, you can walk your hands all the way down to the floor. We'll take 3 more breaths here. One more breath. Good. On an inhalation, bring yourself all the way up. Use the strength of the arms to bring yourself up so we're not straining the back. And then we'll place the right foot on the floor next to the left, hands on top of your thighs. Just take a moment, close your eyes and tune in. So we did all of that just on one side. So as you are tuning in here, tune into maybe differences in sensation between the right and the left leg, between the right and the left sit bone, the hip. And then let's repeat that on the other side so you're even, huh? All right, so sitting up tall, pick up the left leg, flex the foot, and then we cross ankle over the knee. So we're going outer hip first, outer, inner, front and back. It's sitting up tall. Remember, we're going to keep the foot flexed to protect the knee. And you decide whether you stay upright or you want to fold yourself over the leg. One more breath. Inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. All right, we'll uncross the leg and now take the left leg and extend it out to the side. So we'll do that seated gate pose. So positioning the foot in such a way that you can plant the sole of the foot down and fully extend the leg. And just as when we did the stretch for the back of the thigh, even though the leg is extended, we're not locking it out. So keep a little bit of micro bend in the knee and keep the leg active. So we're firming the muscles in that leg. Hand on the left-hand side, either to the hip or to the outside of the thigh. Take your right arm, extend it up to the ceiling. Inhale. On exhale, lateral bend over the extended leg. Breathe here. And there are options for your gaze. Look up past the elbow or look down outside the left hip. One more breath. Inhale all the way up. Lower the arm. And now we'll turn in your chair all the way around so that left leg is extended back behind you, coming off the heel so the toes are curled under and stamped down. So depending on your positioning, we're looking for some sensation somewhere in the front of your left thigh, maybe closer down toward the knee on that meaty part of the muscle or up higher in the hip. Again, a lot of that depends on where the position of the back foot is, whether it's back behind you or we're more of a 90-degree bend. And feel free to play around with that a little bit. Right? Each leg is a little bit different in how we use it in our everyday life. So the stretch might feel a little bit different, or you might need something different on one side or the other. And we'll take a moment and just tune in. Kind of tuning into the stretch, being conscious, being intentional. Let's take the lateral bend here. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, and exhale, lateral bend toward the back of the chair. One more breath here. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Lower the arm. And we'll turn back around in our chair toward the front. Now taking the left leg and extending out in front of you. So we've done the outer hip and thigh, we've done the inner, we've done the top, and now we're working on the back of the front leg. So the foot is flexed, hyper or micro bend in the knee, so we're not hyperextending. Hand support on the opposite thigh. Inhale and exhale, lengthen the spine forward. So you're reaching your heart forward. Spine is long. And you can fold over a little or a lot, just depends on how much stretch you want or need in the back of the leg. Two more breaths. And on inhale, use the strength of the arms. Bring yourself all the way up. and bend the knee. Good. Let's take those feet back out wide again. Remember those windshield wiper things that we did just a little bit ago? So you scoot all the way forward on your chair and just let the knees go side to side. Just taking some of that tension we released and just get it moving out, right? Moving out of the body. Good job, you guys. All right, let's bring the feet back in and we'll do one more sun salutation just to kind of work everything out of the body. Take a big inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. As you exhale, cactus arms. So we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together on the back and tilt forward. Stay here and inhale. As you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Let the head weight drop. On inhale, half lift, hands on the shins or the floor. You decide. Exhale, fold back down. And the next inhale will bring us all the way up, reach to the sky. And bring your hands down to heart center. And let's release the hands all the way down to the thighs and find a comfortable seat. So you may, if you like, scoot back on your chair. So we'll take this as our Shavasana. We'll do just a short little seated meditation here. So you can scooch all the way back, maybe even resting against the back of the chair. Make sure that your feet are firmly planted, heels underneath your knees. And just allow a space that you can sit tall, either resting hands on the thighs or comfortably in the lap. And sitting up tall. Let's make sure that you're seated comfortably on the chair, the back of the chair supporting your spine so you can sit naturally erect. And as we enter into Yoga Nidra, just adjusting your body to be comfortable. But as best as you can, remain motionless and relaxed, alert and conscious. And allow your eyes to soften and close, but staying in touch with my guidance and my voice at all times. Let's close the eyes and be present. Now shift from thinking and doing to feeling and being. Do absolutely nothing from now on. Drop into the deepest state of tranquility, stillness, and peace. Now we'll begin by taking 3 deep breaths together. Ready? Let's inhale together. Pause at the top of the inhale, closing off the throat. And only when prompted by the internal urgings of the body, release the breath slow and steady. Breathing normally. Deep-seated tensions leaving the body with the breath. Second breath now. Inhale deeply. Pause at the top of the inhalation. Holding the breath. A little bit longer, but without struggle. And when prompted, exhale. Letting all the breath out. Expelling from the body what it no longer needs. Breathe normally. Relaxing the face, the shoulders, the arms. Third breath in now. Inhale together. Pause at the top. Holding the breath in a little bit longer now. And when prompted, Exhale, releasing all the breath out. Breathing normally. And just simply watch the breath becoming progressively quieter and more still until it's almost impossible to detect. Allow a sense of relief, comfort, and safety to wash over you. Now bring your awareness to the breath. And just watch and observe the movement of the breath in and the breath out. Whatever is happening with the breath, simply relax and witness the breath. Belly rising as you inhale, belly falling as you exhale. Release any effort to make anything happen. Remain connected to every breath in, to every breath out. If any thoughts come into your mind, just let them come and go like clouds in a sky and come back to awareness of the breath. Now, as I name each body part, feel that area of the body fill with a renewed sense of energy, vitality, and well-being. Both feet, both ankles, both calves, knees, thighs, sits bones, belly, chest, neck, head, shoulder blades, spine, shoulders, arms, palms, back to the neck and head. Feel the entire head, the entire body, the whole body from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Breathe and experience the entirety of the body, simultaneously and equally, as if the whole body were breathing in and the whole body were breathing out. Every cell in the body breathing in, every cell breathing out. Recognize that the healing, rejuvenating energy of the body is functioning freely and optimally. Simply allow your body to deeply rest here, empty and open, allowing thoughts, images to simply float by like clouds on a clear blue sky. And now simply become aware of the rising and falling of the breath. As you slowly bring yourself back into your body, every cell of the body radiant, healthy, full of energy. Slowly begin to stretch the arms, perhaps moving the torso from side to side, the neck, the head. Gently bringing yourself back to the waking state of consciousness so that you can continue on with the rest of your day. You can allow the eyes to blink open. And thank you so much for sharing your practice and tuning in today. Namaste.